Clayton. This is Megan from Illinois. My sister and I bought a triplex that we're estimating should cash flow about 4,500 a month. We're finishing the repairs in a couple weeks on it, and we want to start screening for tenants. What's your process for finding qualified tenants? And how do you know who you should rent to? What should we be looking for? Thank you so much, and thanks for all you do.
Hey, thanks so much, Megan, and congrats on getting that triplex in Illinois. I would say, first of all, it sounds like you're going to start to screen tenants yourself. I am not a fan of managing properties myself. I would absolutely consider, personally, I would want to reach out to a property management company. And this is something that we do internally at Morris Invest. We have our great property management teams that we work with. And the teams that we work with, these property management companies, here's what we look for. They must be in business for a minimum of 5 years. They have to have good software and communication skills. So are they using a high quality rental software? There's a couple of them, Appfolio and some others that are very high quality. The tenant will get their information through the software. You will see the lease agreements and payments all through the software. You can log into your portal at any time. Again, makes it very, very simple. How do they screen the tenants? So if you're going to do this on your own, Megan, I would kind of follow what some of the big property management companies do, is that they're going to do a full criminal background check on the tenant. They're going to make sure that they don't have any evictions on their record or prior eviction problems. They're going to check their employment verification to make sure that they're able to pay for the lease that they're taking. They're gonna find out what type of job they have. Are they gainfully employed, or what sort of income? And is it an overbearing amount of rent for their income? Our rule of thumb is you don't want to have a tenant that's spending 60 or 70% of their take-home pay on rent. That's not good, right? That's not good for anybody. Rule of thumb is you really shouldn't be spending more than 25% of what you make at a job on rent. So keeping that in mind, that's something that we want to be able to screen for with a property management company. Now, again, if you're doing this all on your own, I highly recommend that you don't do that, especially on a triplex or a multifamily situation. You're going to have more transient tenants in those types of properties. The types of properties that we build at Morris Invest are single families and duplexes, and they're very large duplexes, so tenants tend to stay a long time. If it's a smaller triplex that you have where it's not as much room, the rooms are smaller, then you're going to have a higher level of tenant turnover. Families aren't going to want to put down roots in a property like that for forever. So again, you really want to be careful on your screening process with tenants. But again, I would reach out to a local property management company and do your due diligence on property managers. So we have full videos and episodes on what we look for in property management. If you're watching on YouTube, our channel on YouTube, just go to the Morris Invest YouTube channel and look for our property management videos, where we actually sit down and interview and discuss what our property managers do and search for. We sit down with them in their office and pick their brains specifically on what they're looking for in tenant selection. So go watch those videos, Megan. I think that'll be very enlightening for you. And I think at the end of the day, you'll be happy to pay 8, 10, 12% of your take-home pay to a property management company to handle all of the headaches and tenant phone calls and a toilet breaks at 2 a.m. They're going to call the property management company. You don't want that phone call, okay? And it creates a new job for you where you're going to be managing tenants. That's another job, and I just don't encourage you to do that, in my opinion. So thank you for that question, Megan. So if you have any voicemail questions you'd like to leave, just go to our website, go to morrisinvest.com and click on the little microphone button there to leave us a 30-second voicemail message, and we will be happy to answer them here on the show. So now, at the very least, go out there, take action, become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth. We'll see you next time, everyone.